And then you can set. You can do whatever you want your flow. I'll try not to talk too much. Right? I'm gonna try to let you do without me coaching you.
All right.
Right, but I would set my altitude of 3,000 because my clearance. I'll show you my clearance here.
Yeah, that would help me.
We maintain 3,000, expect 7 and 10, departures 26.6.
Okay.
And our squawk code is 1136.
646 Juliet Fox, pre-departure clearance, squawking 6034. Has signature ready to taxi.
Okay.
All right, so somebody's behind us.
Number 646 Juliet Foxtrot, green flag round. Would you want runway 5 right at kilo intersection departure 7,100 feet available or full length?
The intersection's fine for 6 Juliet Fox.
Number 6 Juliet Fox, runway 5 right at kilo 1 intersection departure.
Always, when I'm doing my flow, I always get my flight director up.
Kilo 1.
I haven't loaded a flight plan yet.
Runway 5 right.
We'll do it on this side, right?
Yeah.
I'll just type in Beaufort.
Just type in MRH.
We can pull up though. The wind is kind of the way we're facing, so just kind of go over there to do our run up.
Okay, sounds good.
MRH. It's a little breezy down there.
Yeah.
But it's sort of down the runway. Just remember, just like, I don't know if you've flown many bonanzas lately.
Yeah.
Don't over flare. I mean, don't try to hang, not like a 172 where you're holding it off forever.
Right.
You do a normal flare, hold it off, and let it just sink and touch down mains first.
Yeah, you're just holding it off.
A little bit, and then kind of rolling it on, sort of.
Right.
Easy on the brakes too. If it's rained and wet, they'll slide, right?
Yeah.
So easy on. So just get it on the ground first. I'll get the flaps up, cow flaps open, and then we'll start gradually thinking about brakes.
Okay. Yeah, we got plenty of room.
We've got a lot of runway.
Yeah.
We are warmed up now, so we can do the run up.
Okay.
And
do you do them both at the same time or one?
I do them both at the same time.
Okay, gotcha.
Not the prop, but we'll run them up at the same time.
Yeah.
So I always do. The checklist has it in a weird order. I do the mags first.
I do too.
So I do 1,700.
Yeah, because the checklist has you do the props first at a higher RPM.
Yeah, and I feel like I should check the mags first.
Yeah.
And it gives the oil time to warm up even more.
Right.
While I'm doing that.
Right. Okay.
Oh yeah, 1,700. If you want to just hold the brakes or whatever, I'm gonna hit the.
Up to 17.
Yeah, just somewhere close, right?
Yeah. Okay.
We'll do the mags on each side.
All right, left engine, left mag. Good. Back both. Then the right mag on the left. Both. Now other engine. Good. All right. And then
no, you're going to go up to 20. It says 22, but this plane just above 2,000, somewhere close, 2,100. Some of them, if you're not all the way at 22, it won't cycle. Right?
Really?
It's just not enough, right?
So about like that?
Yeah, just somewhere in there. And just pull them one at a time, right? We're rolling a little bit. There you go.
Yeah.
And then do the other side, the right one. And then go back to 1,500 RPM. We're just going to cycle it once.
Okay.
1,500 to do the feather check. There goes our XM. So we delayed long enough to get the XM to come up, which is good.
Yeah, okay. And so you just feather it all the way?
Feather over the gate, but according to the checklist, it says no more than 300 RPM drop. So you want to do it as soon as it starts feathering, shove it forward.
Okay.
So don't let it lug the engine, in other words.
Gotcha.
So it has to be over the gate.
Oh, further than that?
No, it heard it.
It did?
It cycled. Did you hear it?
I did.
You can do it again if you want.
Oh, okay.
Right, and then the other one.
Right. That was a little bit slower. Yeah, understood.
That's it. Right. They both feather, and then back to 1,000. The enunciator test.
I'm just
a little
do
button.
An idle check.
Yep, and then back up to 1,000.
All right.
And if it was hot, I probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah, so you don't.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes it'll vapor lock and die.
Right. Okay.
That's a Bonanza Baron thing.
It is, yeah.
But cold, it should idle, right?
Right.
All right, we got Bravo.
Okay.
All right. Anything prior to rotation, we're going to abort.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we've got the gear up, we're going flying. Even if we lose, we're going to continue because it's a very low ceiling, right? It's, what is it now?
Right. I think it was 400 broken.
But it just changed. Yeah, broken at 4, overcast at 9.
Okay, yeah.
we'll still come back around, land ILS 5 right. I can punch it in real quick. If you were in a older plane, I might have the localizer already tuned.
Right,
to be ready.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right,
all right, everything looks good. I'm ready to taxi when you are.
Ground Baron 683 Delta Delta is ready to taxi from signature with Bravo.
Baron 683 Delta Delta, Greensboro ground, good morning, runway 5 right, taxi via Kilo Alpha, cross runway 14.
Kilo Alpha, cross 14, going to 5 right, 683 Delta Delta. And once you get it rolling, you can kind of pull it back to 1,000. Maybe bump your left one up just a smoothie.
I'll turn on the taxi light and
I don't do it. I don't do that. Yeah, no. Turn those off. The strobes are for the runway for sure.
Okay.
Taxi light you can use if you want, but I don't even do that, not in the daytime.
Yeah, okay.
You can.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt anything.
No, it doesn't. They're LED.
Well, no, my nose one isn't.
Oh, it's not?
My 2 on the engines are. I haven't changed that one yet. I was waiting for it to burn out.
Yeah, we're going to 2, 3, or 5?
I'm going to 5 right.
Okay.
All right, I should have briefed my captain better with the ATIS. 040 at 9, 4 miles visibility, light rain mist, broken at 4, overcast at 9, temperature 16, dew point 15, 3018. They're doing ILSs to 5 right and GPS to 5 left.
Okay. Yeah, the 5 left is out.
And a bunch of other NOTAMs.
The 5 left ILS is out.
Yeah, of course. Right.
We're cleared to cross 1432?
We are.
Okay.
I'm going to get the blower just so we don't fog up. We can turn it off here in a minute.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, I think I'm recording.
Okay.
I think I got and trim. With nobody in the back, we could be on the top of the trim. I'd just like to be somewhere there. People in the back are definitely at the bottom of the green, right?
Okay, yeah.
Somewhere in there.
These are pretty offset.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
That's kind of normal, though. That's normal, even on the newer one.
Right.
Brand new one, they're never
going to be aligned. Yeah. All right, we're cleared to cross.
And I've told you about my fuel flow, that normally everything's forward and it's good, but this one will it'll go into the red and give it too much. So I'll pull it back. But I'll set that for you as you're going.
Okay, sounds good.
As soon as it's up against the governor at the 2,700 RPM, the rest of the throttle can be shoved quickly, right? Once it's up against the governor?
Yeah.
So if you take too long, I mean, I don't want you to go too fast, but if you take too long to give it the throttle, it doesn't give me time to set the throttle before we're actually rolling pretty fast.
Okay, I'll probably do a static takeoff. That way we can just get it all set up and then I'll release. Does that work?
Yeah, if you want to. That's fine. Or just get it up there close to the governor and then shove it quick.
Okay. And what RPM? Like, you said the governor engages
2,700 RPM.
27, okay.
The same way in the Bonanza, right?
Right.
If you're not getting that, then there's something wrong with the plane, right? It might not be getting full power.
Right.
I want to say good manifold, good RPMs, and good fuel flow.
Okay, sounds good.
That should tell me I got a good engine.
Right.
Tower Blue Streak 5558, ILS 5 right.
Blue Streak 5558, Greensboro Tower, runway 5 right, clear to land, Arapahoe Port at bases at 13.
5 right, clear to land, Blue Streak 5558.
Tower Baron 683 Delta Delta, ready to go 5 right.
Baron 683 Delta Delta, Greensboro Tower, roger.
So you're going to make a throw to that dude.
Yeah. Oh, I got
That's
that Cirrus that did a touch and go.
All right, he took off again. He's practicing approaches or something. Good day for it, right?
It is, yeah.
1,600, that's him. He's 5 miles out, so he's over the...
Okay, and do you want me to just leave the mixture as is?
Or no, yeah, it's going to be about right there.
Okay,
for takeoff.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
All right.
November 5, Delta Victor, contact departure.
I'll turn off the fan.
Departure,
just so it causes the cold. I just didn't want the front windshield to fog up with us.
26, 5 Delta Victor.
It's just like in citation.
All right, should we zoom out and see if we got anything to worry about? I don't think we do. I looked earlier. All the thunderstorms are moved offshore.
Yeah, good. The onboard radar on this, you wait till you're in.
Yeah, if I was going to have to circumnavigate stuff, I would turn it on the ground. I can force it to come on, and I would we'll turn it on just to show you. I got to tell it, activating safety, make sure nobody's out there. We turn it to yes.
Will that hurt someone if they're in front?
Yeah, you could
really?
Yeah, you could sterilize them.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then it takes 60 seconds to warm up. So that's why I would want to turn it on.
Right.
Right.
Versus the Citation, it's a digital one, right?
Yeah, so it comes on right away.
Okay, gotcha.
But I still could turn it on if I want, or because I want it up.
Yeah.
Or I could at least have the screen on.
Uh-huh, yeah, sure.
If I was going to need to circumnavigate stuff that's close by, right?
Right, right.
I knew there were some cells out there and all. I definitely don't want to fly into anything.
Yeah. It looks like it's fairly clear.
And if it was all like yellow, there might be embedded stuff, so I'd want to have it on.
Yeah.
All right, we're waiting for this dude. Funny, he didn't say hold short of the critical area, nothing, right?
Yeah, no. Well, I think is the ILS out on 5 right or left?
Well, theirs is on this side, but it's on the other side, so I guess there is no critical area on this side, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There is for 2-3. All right, there he is. All right, he's going to talk to me now. Come on, talk
Baron 683 Delta Delta, turn right heading 090, runway 5 right, clear for takeoff, 105011.
Right to 090, clear for takeoff, 5 right, 683 Delta Delta. So I'm going to bug you.
Arrival port of base is at 1300.
Roger. So 090. So we're going to leave it in go-around mode, right? Because you're going to fly that until I get to 400 feet, and then I would hit the heading, and then you'd follow it, right?
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
But I would do all this stuff before you got out here, right? So you're ready.
So you're ready.
The more you can do ahead of time, the better, right?
Yeah.
And if you're going to do a roll and takeoff, the reason I say go fairly quick, because I want to be able to set the power before we're rolling real fast.
Yeah,
You know?
right.
If I was by myself, you know? Because I'm looking down at it, right?
Yeah.
Instead of looking where we're going. So watch, when you get up to 2,700 or so, you're up against the governor.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to set the power up to the blue line.
All right. Power's G.
Power's set. Everything's in the green. Panel's clean.
Live.
I was holding 27 right on the dot.
Yeah, good.
About 90 is a good rotation speed.
Okay.
Pause the rate,
gear up, lights off, yaw damp on.
And just fly your V-bars. I'm going to turn, oh, you already did turn the fan. And we'll wait till 400 feet, which is about 1,300, right?
Okay.
I'm going to ease your props back. You can hit it, he'll take his time, and then I'm going to shallow your climb to, say, 900.
Okay, sounds good.
If you want less air, let me know. I can.
All right.
Fly your V-bars.
Baron 3 Delta Delta, contact departure.
Okay, over to departure, 3 Delta Delta, good day.
See it.
Greensboro departure, Baron 683 Delta Delta is 1900, climbing 3000, 090 on the heading.
Baron 683 Delta Delta, Greensboro departure, ready to contact, climb maintain 7000.
7000, 3 Delta Delta. I'm just pointing so you know where it is. I don't know what you know, I didn't know how familiar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No worries.
Just trying to help point to the right knob.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And then if you get the prop sync on,
okay,
it's right beside there. And then say through 3000, I'll shallow it to 500. Right?
Okay.
A safe altitude, right?
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm going to ease the prop back just a little bit more.
Okay.
It creeped up a little bit. got 2490 and then let it trickle back up.
3 Delta, turn right on course.
On course, 3 Delta. So before you do that, I'm going to undo that, just to undo it.
Okay.
Turn your heading bug to your course, right? Because you're in heading mode, right?
Yeah.
So turn that to there.
Okay.
Get him going, and now hit direct enter.
Gotcha.
Descend, maintain 3,000.
It's a much smoother transition, and then you can go to nav.
2 Lima Foxtrot, contact
You know what I mean?
Tower 123.5.
And it's a much smoother and quicker transition. If you do direct enter, he does a real gradual turn.
Bravo, traffic.
He'll draw a big U-turn, right?
Center 124.05.
But I mean, it's a lot less as opposed to turning in heading mode. You're turning at standard rate.
Zulu traffic, no factor.
This one's a pretty smooth GPS, right? Or autopilot, I mean. The Garmin autopilot's pretty good.
And you said 500?
Yeah, we can do 500.
Yeah. All right.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want. By thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want.
We're going to 480 feet after WOVIP.
Okay.
So we're going to 1,000 first. And power's good. We're doing 140 something. So we can go down. We can ease down from 18 to 1,000 at Jidon without getting too fast, right?
Yeah.
I could get approach that, but I don't.
Right.
I don't know if he's talking to us. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Come in kind of weak.
Okay.
9 o'clock, 1 mile, say G58 3000 northwest town, maintaining 3 for now.
Coming in kind of weak there, buddy.
Yeah.
IFR being here on this frequency, we're on the ground on 125.65. Change advisory approved.
Right. 9 seconds. Hit vertical speed.
November 3 Delta D, copy.
Say again.
Cancel IFR in the air on this frequency. We're on the ground on 125.65. Change advisory is approved.
Okay, 3 Delta Delta. Hopefully I'll break out here in a minute and talk to you and cancel in there.
Pull the power
Ease
back.
your pack. Yeah, exactly. So you don't get too fast. Looking good. Not too much. It's the left. It's probably the left one.
Yeah.
You're good though. You're gonna be 1,000 way before WOVIP, so you'll have a little bit of level off time to lose that speed. So just bump it up a little. There you go.
There we go.
I don't like that horn. If you get used to losing that horn, you might land with that horn going on.
Right. Yeah. Don't want to get used to it.
That wouldn't be good.
Definitely not ideal.
What's our mileage? 4, so 5. Beaufort traffic bearing 683 Delta Delta's on about a 9 mile final runway 3, Beaufort runway 4. Whatever you guys call it.
Oh, that's got beach, but I don't have the airport.
And Cherry Point, Baron 683 Delta Delta. We broke out about 1400. We'll go ahead and cancel IFR.
3 Delta Delta, IFR cancellation received, Fox maintain VFR, appreciate approved.
3 Delta Delta. All right.
Oh, I've got the runway. Okay, good.
All right, we're going down to 1,000. That was 2 to go.
Okay.
For traffic, Baron 683 Delta Delta is on about a 7-mile final runway forward. Over. Pictures rich. Listen to the weather. Wind
615 Zulu. Wind 050 at 13. Peak gusts 22.
Yeah, we don't need to hear that part of it. I should have cut that out before you heard that part, right? A little bit from the right. A little gusty.
Yeah.
All right, we leveled at 1,000, sort of.
Well, yeah.
Sort of.
Well, we'll get there.
All right, and that'll get rid of the speed. And then coming up at Wofa, so pull your power back a little bit, like 16. All right, see the glide path? It's got a pseudo glide path on this one.
Right, the little suggestion.
So when it comes in, we didn't hit approach, so arm the glide path.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, so it's capturing, so gear down,
Right,
lights on,
checks.
both lights, and 1 notch of flaps.
Okay.
And then lower the nose and follow it down, right?
Right.
And then you can ease your power back like 15.
Okay.
I'm trying to get to 122 before we get all the way there, right?
Right.
To get full flaps. But we can get that at 480 and still have plenty of time.
Yeah.
All right, everything's done except for the full flaps and yaw damp to go. I'm gonna bug 2,000 for the mist. The wind is blowing us, so we gotta go to the right. According to the wind thing, it's right at us. I don't care if you dip a little low, right? Because we're visual too. But,
right.
but you want to stay high enough so you don't piss off the neighbors, right?
Right.
So you don't want to be below it, really. So where's our minimums?
Yep.
Speed checks for full flaps. I'll get full flaps for you.
All right, thank you.
And then lower the nose. Keep the power where it is. If the speed is good,
right,
I'm going to get the prop sync off. It's not really mandatory. Some of the older ones, they say if you lost an engine, it would follow it, but I don't think that's true. This one will drop it if it's more than 25 RPM apart.
Put the yaw damp away.
All right, it's all over with but the grind. Just keep that angle, right? Whatever your angle is, it's looking good, right? Our little donut is pointed right at the runway, so it must be good. Don't let it go up or down, right? Just kind of.
Right.
Don't hit the sailboats, right? Right in here, gradually, but make sure we get down low before you chop the power, you know?
Right.
So right in here, you can start easing the power all the way off. All the way off. And keep us coming down. A little right aileron. And hold me right there. Oh, right there, right there. Oh, little right aileron. All right, flaps come up. Cow flaps open. Props go forward. That goes by. Oh, you didn't even trim it. You were holding that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been muscling. I've been trimming.
Yeah.
And we're going to turn off on Bravo.
Okay, right turn Bravo?
Yeah, exactly. See, you'll see it past the number.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Beaufort traffic, Baron 3 Delta, clear runway 4 on Bravo. Sort of. Don't yell at me for not being fully off. All right. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you on next one.